Fabio, sì, non sai mai quello che ci capita, soprattutto a me. So, let's... Oh my god. Imagine who is playing on Steam right now and I have to get mine offline. Alright, finally, you have the game launching. Sorry about that, guys. I'm in a really bad mood right now. I hope to get back. Let's see if we can start a game and manage to go to our to the server. Server should be there. Split 1, I think, and the password as well. It is still in qualifying, so maybe the server is full. No, that's not. No, it doesn't let me go in qualifying. For fuck's sake. Doesn't let me go into qualifying. Jesus. Alright, so next is at 11, so it's in about an hour. Next one. I'm in split 2. That's strange, but I can try. Doesn't matter to to try out. Yeah. Oh, I'm going in. Ooh, qualifying 6 minutes. I even have time to try the setup here. So I did a couple of races yesterday, actually one, and okay, maybe we're still in time. Possibly it's too loud for you guys, so let me know if it's too loud. So okay, let's 5 minutes. I will qualify, and then I will arrange the volume if it's too loud for you. Sally, we have always done knowledge LFM. We always said it was very nice. I didn't have the time to play, but I mean, why every time has to be, oh, finally you did that or you did that? Oh my god, guys, you're so, sometimes you're just so linked to your own world and everything is terrible. Anyway, let's try to see if we can fix this and do a lap. Should be able to hear the game. Game sound is very low. Alright, I can raise this in a minute. Let me do the qualifying and then we will try, alright? Jumpy pit limiter is fixed for the next hotfix. So we'll be fixing that as well. We will fix the AMG in a minute, guys. Ehi Mirko, bene, bene, ottimo. Alright, let's go. We have a couple of laps. Yeah. Yes, there is no free name. You're absolutely correct. And I have a special video about that, but that's another story. Okay, 2 laps. Let's make them count. Ah, no, fuck. Come on, Aris. Already. Yeah, when you are in a bad mood, you need some time to cool down. All right, last lap. Already very bad first turns, but let's stick with it. We don't have another lap, so whatever happens. Very bad T4 as well. This wasn't that bad, but not perfect. P5. All right, let's also fix the engine noise. Let's go back to the pits right away. Okay, and see if we can fix a little bit the engine noise. How are we here? Maybe 20. I'll go up to it. Was it very low? Yeah, Ducky will always be proud for my leaning. Fabio, no, siamo in due. Anzi, siamo molto in più. Was it very low, guys? The very low. Okay, so let's go up to 25 and see what we can do. And maybe we can actually go up here. Actually, let's confirm this. Guys, how do you hear now? Is it very low? Is it very high? Is it very high? Let me know on the chat. How is it this? Is it good? Can you hear me both and the car? Alright, good. Okay, so P6 here. We are starting the only lonely Mercedes. That's good. Return to the garage and put some fuel in. Actually, I could use a little bit of rotation, but I'll go up to 4 and hope for the best. temperatures are a little bit too high. Let's go down at the front. I know it's gonna be terrible. Alright, so what do we do? Let's see. We start P6. I'm not cold, I'm not hot yet. So yeah. Hey Tortellini, all good man. Lots of troubles, lots of issues today, but let me do a first lap, you know, a first race, and relax a little bit. And if we manage to finish that, we will talk a little bit about the 24 hours, guys. And then we will do a second race. I hope this race is going to be nice. I really need it to calm down a little bit. Yeah, let's go, let's go. So, fuel is on. Let's go up to 38. Why not? Just to be sure. Everything is perfect. You can see the setup. Obviously, I'm gonna save it for you guys if you want it to have a go. Usual stuff. Nothing to, you know, I'm not doing anything very aggressive as usual. I look so calm. I'm not a spa, so I don't look so calm here. We'll see. We'll see.
30 seconds.
Hello, Snap. All right, 20 seconds. Let's get in.
20 seconds.
All right, ready, go. Ooh, it's so hot, guys. So hot.
Double file.
Come on, mate. Will the Aston move? Too fast. Too slow.
Green light, go, go, go.
Alright, descent start. Everybody goes inside.
Clear on the right.
Okay, we are racing. I'm fourth, P4. That's very nice. Oh.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I got too afraid, I admit. Let's go. That was a good start. Good start. And we just killed the front left. The lines that Lambo does actually confuse me. I need to concentrate on my reference points.
By the way, the fastest lap so far.
45 flat. Not that bad. Whew, so hot, guys. I need an air conditioner or something here. It's really hot.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
That was a bit of an aggressive re-entry after that error, but I'm pretty sure that he didn't even know where I was. Thanks, John. It helps a little bit mentally. Yeah, I knew he was going to re-enter. So I was a little bit, careful there because I was afraid of his re-entry. Okay, come on, least amount of errors, come on. That's how you do it. Okay. Let's get it together. Whew. I'm not so fast. Ah, come on, Aris. Ah.
You're at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
Ooh, P3. Whew.
There's into the car ahead. He's 71.
Yeah, we need to push a little bit. We can do faster than that. Need more speed mid curve. Oof. Ah, not good. Casper. Ah, Aris! For fuck's sake. Damn. I don't have the concentration to push more. I'll go up one to the traction control. Maybe it can help me out a little bit. Because I don't have the concentration to. Shit. Yeah, it helps me a little bit. Because I'm too aggressive with the accelerator. Ah! Fuck. Ah. Tortellini, I mean, shut up, man. Honestly, think about the gaps you had to do on the esport. It's better that way. so slow. So slow mid corner. Whew. All right, final lap. It's bringing home. Yay, P3. All right, all right.
Excellent job, mate. P3, we're on the podium.
Ooh.
Not bring it back home.
Oh my God. Ooh. Jeez. That was so hot, guys. Ooh, podium. Not bad, not bad. Needed that. The replay. You want to see the replay? Alright, let's have a look at the replay. That's the start. Hey, Kevin! Thank you, mate. Oh, look at this. This is wonderful. Look at that. From the outside. Oops. A car is going aliens, I want to believe. That was a pretty easy for me. Very good start from everybody. That's nice. Ooh. Dear God. Guys, it's so hot here. So, we overtook nobody. And we got overtaken by nobody. So, boring, but not bad. Oh, look at this. The Aston was pretty nice. Pretty fast driver. I just couldn't put the laps together, to be honest. I had a little bit extra, but that's all I had. No, όχι στη Λιάννη, δεν γίνεται. Καμία σχέση το ένα με το άλλο. Yes, Speed Force, we have the blacklist. I have to say, guys, Gamer Muscle, every time I have the opportunity to chat with him, he's a great guy. He's always, I mean, we have so much fun. He's always available. We can talk even of the things that we do not we do not agree, and it's always really really nice, and I highly appreciate it for him. Of course, we disagree on a bunch of things, but he's one of those guys that he's willing to listen to what you say, and I'm also willing to listen to what he's saying. And in the end, you know, we find some common ground, and we also agree to disagree on some stuff, and that's it. It's fantastic. Ooh. No, aircon is not normal in Italian houses usually. Uh, to be honest, you don't really need it if you're used to the temperature, except for a month or so in the summer, but you know, and so it's not so used. Yeah, totally. Thanks, mate. Marble, I disagree with you, as well as, you know, more than a million guys that play Assetto Corsa Competizione, but to its own. So, what can I say? Is there a way to mitigate the front left from burning? No, not at Barcelona. Everybody has the same problem, and you cannot really eliminate the issue. I mean, even the Formula One in real life have the same problem. That's why they're testing at Barcelona. It's a very specific problem to this track. The temperature was also very high, so it's normal, you know, and you have to deal with it by driving properly. Ma guarda Fabio, sì, se ce l'hai lo usi anche qui, perché alla fine fra Brescia e Roma negli ultimi anni le temperature sono, non direi identiche, ma poco ci manca. Però se non ce l'hai usi un ventilatore, va bene, solo che scusa, il ventilatore adesso non ce l'ho perché è su e allora niente. Ah. I'm Greek, Sabino, I'm Greek. C'ho solo una finestra qui, Cesare, perché sono sottoterra praticamente, capito? Dove ho lo studio e lavoro. Hey, Recon, thank you, mate. Hawaii. Wow, amazing. Wow, thanks, mate. Actually, we have. Let me check how much time we have for the next race. So next race is in 15 minutes, more or less. Grazie Mirko. Και cosa... Ναι, Radical, θα κάνω άλλο ένα. Θα κάνω άλλο ένα, τουλάχιστον, ελπίζω. Beef stifado. No, okay, as we won't have fixed races, but you know, you can always try Porsche Cup. I don't answer such questions, Alexander, because I don't have any idea about it. Kilo, onestamente, questa fa un po' ridere. Comunque, sì, va bene. Stiamo lavorando su un hotfix che farà rallentare un po' l'accelerazione dell'Audi, fra le altre cose. Channel, I don't really race a lot during the week because I have to, you know, drive a lot during the work hours, so I'm pretty dead by the end of the day. We're gonna have LFM boards. I don't even know what is that. Oh, that's I think the the track you mean. I think that is sponsored, so depends who's paying in the end. Messiahs, because the real teams are also evolving the cars during the year, and we get the data when they release the car, so they might be evolutions on the car, or they might be you know, sandbagging or whatever on the initial data, and then we try to catch up depending on how the BOP changed from year to year to track, and we try to catch up the results. Hey Ash, thanks Betty. Thank you. It's a pleasure for me. Oh my god, so many people in the chat. Wow guys, thank you so much for coming. Actually, let me show you a couple of things from Spa, since you all are here and we still have 10 minutes or so. So let me check. Yeah. All right. So like this. All right. So Spa. Let's see if I can switch into desktop with webcam. Should be good. So this is us here at well, first of all, one of the things that, I mean, Spa is a little bit particular, and the paddock ticket is a little bit high in price, but I highly recommend it. If you cannot, then at Wednesday at Spa, they do the parade. And the parade is practically, they put all the cars in they put all the cars in the grid, okay, and then they start with all the racing cars, and they go through all the street roads, and they arrive to Spa, the city, which is fantastic actually, and highly recommend you guys to go and check, because once the cars arrive in the city, everything is open. You can go in there, talk with the drivers, you can touch the cars, you know, all the cars are parked in there. It's so beautiful, and it is amazing. So by all means guys, if you can visit Spa during the 24 hours, it's fantastic, even if you don't have the ticket for the paddock. If you don't want to visit Spa, but you have your you have a GT3 race SRO organized in close to your city or your country, I highly recommend. Usually for the normal races, the price for the whole weekend is extremely affordable, varies for 50 to 30 euros for the whole weekend, and you get paddock access, and you can walk in, especially if you go early on Friday. You can talk with the drivers, you can talk with the team. Some might be more friendly than others, but usually pretty much everybody is very available and friendly, and it's great. You can and in my humble opinion, SRO races, GT3 races are one of the best sounding experiences in motorsport. The sounds are amazing. The cars sound so different, and it is fantastic. So I highly recommend you to go and visit one. This is me and Davide doing the lazy devs. So in front of the arena, of the eSport arena, we had the GT2 cars. What a coincidence. Actually, it was a coincidence. So me and David said, you know what, let's get some, you know, generic measurements and do some generic photos, because you never know. So Marco comes on, and says, yeah, I really like the cars. Who knows? Maybe we have some possibilities to do them. And I'm like, yeah, let's do them. It's pretty cool. And so he says, can you guarantee that we're not going to break anything into the game if we implement the GT2 cars? And I'm like, well, everything is broken, so we don't have more things to break. But I do a call to the guys back in the office. We talk a little bit. It should be fine. So, you know, Marco and Valerio, who is our vice president in collaborations, they start talking, you know, a little bit at SRO. And, you know, they talk generically about if it's possible to implement the GT2 and what it's going to cost. And then, you know, you have to go and talk with the teams. But obviously there wasn't any time to talk with the teams about the GT2 license at that point. And at Spa, there is always the keynote of Stéphane Rattel, who is the founder, organizer, CEO of SRO, Stéphane Rattel Organization, who is giving his own keynote every year for whatever is happening around the world of SRO Motorsport. And here it is, Stéphane, right here, practically saying to everybody live that sure, Assetto Corsa competition is going to implement GT2 and GT3 cars of the new 2023 years and everything. And I'm like, what? How? And I can see Marco, who is at the front row, he's like that. No. So Stéphane Rattel invites Marco up to the keynote, and there was nothing scripted. Everything was live in the moment. So Marco goes up, and I'm like, oh my God, now he's going to say no to everything. He's going to be angry, whatever. So Marco goes there, and hello everybody, and this and that, and this. And he's always very cool at that. And he goes like, yes, and we're going to have all the GT3 new cars for 2023 and all the GT2 cars. And me and David, they look at each other like, how? When? Why? What is happening, you know? So that is how practically the GT2 cars were announced. And we're like, so it is announced, we are going to do it. We still have to talk with everybody and get the license and the contract, so don't expect any news about that. Don't expect anything about that, because as you know, until the signs are in the contract, we should never talk, you know, lawyers and everything. But you know, Stéphane Rattel said it, Marco Massaruto said it, I can only oblige. So yeah. So this is exactly how it happened. And then of course we had the start. Look at that. The cars are going, we have the grid work, and the cars are going to position themselves. That's the Lady Z Devs grid work here. You can see Davide, you can see me, and all the people there that we do not go close. We just stay there and look everything from above. It's always so beautiful. What else? Let me check. Do I have something extra here? No, I don't have something extra here. Maybe this one. This is from the night, as usual. Wonderful stuff. Sorry for the quality right now. But it's directly from the downloading from Discord, so. But it is fantastic, guys. You need to go. You need to go. So and then we left Spa and we had a go at the Nurburgring. So you can see the usual stupid devs doing stupid things at the Nurburgring as usual, and that's us. That is always us. So as they say, you know, work hard, play hard, the usual stuff. All right, so 12 minutes to the race. So let's close all those windows and go back and have some fun on another race. Which sound is the best? It's very hard to say. I particularly love the V10 of the Audis and the Lamborghinis even more. I love the sound of the Porsches. But this year we also had, actually it was, oh yeah, let me show, because I had this. Oh my God, I have only 2 minutes. I got this book, 30 years of GT racing at SRO, and it was 30 years And we had, let me show you, we had there, can I find it? We had all the vintage cars at Spa, and they did also a small race. And guys, I can tell you, yes. So this thing and that thing over there with the V12s. Oh my God, the sounds! The sounds were incredible, incredible. Anyway, let me go into the race, and then maybe we can do after the race some extra stuff. I can show you a little bit the book. It is amazing. The sounds of the vintage cars. It was unbelievable sounds. So I will show you a little bit extra the book if you have the patience to wait after the race. But now I need to get back to the race. I'm disconnected from the server, so let me go back in, out and in. But those cars, and you know what? Because I mean, back in the days, it's like, yeah, who cares about fuel consumptions or whatever? And even when they were going through the pit lane, right? The advance of the engine was so high that you could hear so much noise on the pit limiter. It was unbelievable. Actually, the cars would go through the pit lane, and me and Davide were laughing like stupid kids because it was so hilarious to listen to that sound. So it was amazing. Kilo, forse devi andare a sentire la Porsche, sai, nella realtà invece che da YouTube dove la vedi. No, RSR Ring, no, it has nothing to do with that. RSR is the company that is renting cars for the Nurburgring. It's RSR Nürburg, and we have always collaboration with them, and they rent the cars for us. And I think I have a photo of me taking, let me show you, taking Francesca, who is our new marketing web social media manager, whatever, in the company. So yeah, I took her for a ride, and as I say, Francesca was like, ah, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, front wheel drive. So that's the RSR Nürburg. So we had some fun, yeah. Let me see if now we have the servers. I think I am again in split 2, I guess. Let me check. Yeah, taxi driver as usual. It says split 1, but I think I'm still in split 2. So let's go in. No, maybe this time I'm in split 1, which means death this time. So LFM, whatever. Connect. Split 1. We are going to die. We're going to die this time. Alright, so one of the things that I don't like about free practice, about LFM is that, I mean, I don't like it, but I know it's something that you need to do, and they do it properly. You are not allowed to write on the chat during free practice, qualifying, race, whatever. That makes the races a little bit, lonely, maybe. No congratulations, no nothing. But on the other hand, you have the guys, the idiots that they like to insult, so they do well to not allow any chatting. But yeah, that's how it is. Let me put this here. Crown Hacken from LFM. Oh yes, of course I'm enjoying it. It's amazing, man. As I said, you're doing an amazing job. So only congrats, And the most important thing is that other people love it. So that's even more good than what I think about it. here we are, qualifying.
Green light, go, go, go.
So let's go down to something like 12. What can we do here? No, actually, let's go like this. Hey, Clan, thanks, Freight. Thanks for the follow. Ah, thanks, Andrea. Thank you. Cam 6. Hi, mate. Sorry for the 40 yellow. Alright, so, let's go for a qualifying session. Let's see if we're going to do 44 at least here. That would place us somewhere around, you know, at the end of the grid probably. Guys, are you not, I don't know, tired to do the same jog every time? I mean, it's getting tiresome at some point. Especially because, you know, you get some of the aliens all the time. Oh, put full max this, max that. And then you go to watch their actual setups when they're going into, you know, esports top rated races, and they're nothing like top, max here and minimum there. There are many compromises they're doing. So yeah, it's a bit stupid, don't you think? But anyway, let's have some fun here. You wanna talk Audi? I'll talk Audi. So for sure there's a problem with the acceleration, and it's being taken care of. And then you have all the sim racers, right, that they know they're gonna end up somewhere in the mid or even at the end of the grid. But what do? They get whatever car they think it's OP, and not probably the car that it is OP and is easier to drive, like the M4 for example, because that's what they saw in some influencer video. And they have no, you know, possibilities to win. But yes, of course, let's get all together the same car, because otherwise we cannot win. They end up doing mistakes, and they cannot even end up the race in a proper position. So congrats guys, you're doing it perfect. Because sometimes, you know, you need to also listen to the unpleasant truth, you know. Hey Gop, how you doing, man? I can't read right now what you're saying. Yeah, I'm in rookie class because it's my first races at LFM. I think I have to do 10 races or something. But I mean, even at rookie class, the level is amazing. We just had a very nice race before, and the guys were all way too fast for my level, so. Niels, yeah, of course. Hey Bjorn, thanks buddy. Guys, thank you so much for your support. Damn, I cannot read right now. Seal the rate, straight line.
Yellow flag ahead, be careful.
Oh, thank you so much, buddy.
Well done, mate. Crossing the fastest line.
I did enjoy it a lot through Calo. A lot. It was one of the best, if not the best Spa 24 hours ever. Amazing people, amazing racing, amazing everything. Actually, I enjoyed a lot the sport race. It was incredible. We'll talk about that after this race. Dorifto! Somehow I made it. Fuck. 10 ranked races and I get my safety to 4. I think it's more than that, but for sure I don't have 10 ranked races yet. But we're doing 2 tonight. I think I've done another one the other day. I think I have 4 races total, or 4 or 5, something like that. All right. One more lap. Pressures are a bit too high, yeah. We'll fix that. So let's do one more lap and then fix the pressures and do a couple more.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Come on, Aris. Ah, so bad. Come on.
Yellow flag acceptable.
I've lost so much time there. All right. Okay, that is decent.
Well done, mate.
Let's see if we can fix the pressures real quick. Come on. Set up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. Actually, I want this a little bit higher. This is good. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Ah, traffic.
Slow car ahead.
Traffic, go away. my tires will be
There's
cold.
a slow car up ahead.
Oh man, let me go. One lap. That is all we have. One lap.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Fuck. Do it properly here. Yeah. Come on.
Session is now.
Yeah. All right. I'm happy that I improved, even though the temperatures were good only at the last part. But I'm happy that I improved. Oh, we start again P6. That's interesting. That's interesting. All right. So fuel strategy. We were 38 last time. Let's go one less. Kilo, ma veramente, cioè, tutte le tue domande. Allora, se sei Tonizza, hai ragione di lamentarti. Ma io vedo Tonizza e Pavlovski che vincono dappertutto. Fatti due domande perché, cioè, ma veramente, che cos'è? Cioè, se solo tu hai questi problemi. Mamma mia, oh. Incredibile. Sì, sì, facciamo la macchina perfetta per te. Sarà OP, così vincerai. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Alessandro, questa è un'informazione importante. Hey, Zabzi! Happy Friday, mate! Ah, true. I need to get some water. Ah, Willy, scusami ragazzo, però no, chiunque può fare la domanda in italiano e se posso molto volentieri rispondo in italiano. I was saying to the guys that as long as it's a language that I can reply to, I'm always happy to reply to any language, being Greek, Italian or English, doesn't matter. Yeah, the Voodoo Child is correct on what he's saying. Do watch the replays. Actually, do watch the videos, but always think there is a little bit of lag, so it seems that everybody is braking a little bit later than what they do. Better check the replays if you have them. Clutch pedal looped. Yes, we did it. What cheese is my favorite cheese? Feta, mozzarella, yeah, Grana Padano should be there together with oh my god, I forgot this one, the name. Anyway, those three.
30 seconds.
Porca miseria, Luigi, silenzio, non so neanche io come ho fatto.
20 seconds.
20 seconds? Okay, everything's good. Let's go. Drive. Amaruki, Amaruki. Pecorino, sì, è buono. Cazzo, pecorino. Però il pecorino, capisci, sei sempre lì con la carbonara, con la grigia, con quelle robe lì, no? Go! Thanks, mate. Thank you, buddy. Did you manage to get donations for your channel or not yet? Gorgonzola, Gorgonzola, yes, I like Gorgonzola. Alright, alright. Race start, race start. Be careful. Hey Daniel, tutto bene?
Green light, show them where you go.
Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh my god, this is so dangerous.
Car on the left, clear on the left.
Oh, oh.
Clear on the right. Car on the left, clear on the left.
Oh my god.
Car on the right, clear on the right.
Oh, so dangerous.
Car on the left.
Oh,
Clear on the left.
all right. Ooh.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Yes, let's go. Opportunities. Let's go, let's go. Those guys are hungry here. They're so hungry. Oh!
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Jesus! A little bit of luck doesn't hurt. Never hurt nobody.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Remember guys, consistency is what counts. Also, lots of luck. Ah! Ah! Alright, let's check our damage. Only 1 second. That's good. Yeah, we call it skill. Come on, car. And we are P4 again. Alright, so pressures are good. A little bit higher the rear, I like that usually.
This is me, also nice.
Let's go. Too wide. Come on. Yes. Pushing a little bit too hard. Come on, Aris. Bad Aris. Reading the chat way too much again. I'm overheating the front tire. He did a mistake. Come on. Let's get him. At these levels, not a matter of who is the fastest, but who is making less mistakes. They are so fast. They're faster than me. They have to fight each other so I can get a chance to get closer, but they won't. Ooh, another mistake. Come on.
We are at the halfway mark, still a long way to go.
Come on, consistency. Let's do it. Nugget Box, welcome to the channel, mate. Corner, welcome to the channel. Matis, Radis, and yeah, so many people. Thank you guys. Welcome to the channel. Jerry as well. Thanks, guys. Oh man, they are so close every time and yet so far away. 5 minutes to go. Come on, fight a little bit, do something. Damn, error. Don't make errors. Yeah, that's what the guy behind me was waiting to do. Oh, here he is. That was a good exit. Good exit. Yeah.
Losing time to the car in front in sector 2.
Oh, that was a bad lap. That's why the BMW behind me got me. Okay, keep it together. Yeah, the BMW wants to be here. Oof. Go.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
No, sono greco, ma vivo in Italia da molto tempo. 0.
Ahead of sector 3.
Yes. Lean team. Oh, the BMW is there. It's coming for me. Ah, error. Yeah, we made it. P4.
Even has finished right.
Woohoo! Not bad. Ooh.
Good job. You did the best you could. Take it easy indeed, lab.
Yeah. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Great. All right, drift time. Oop. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Ooh. Yay. All right. Oh my God, I'm sweating so much. Incredible. 10 to grass. Well, P4. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let me close this window here. Nikolai and Dan Moore. Thanks, guys, for the follow. Mascalzone latino, spero di sì, non te lo so dire purtroppo perché non lo so. Se avrò la possibilità di andare a controllare, controllerò anche quello, anzi, mi faccio poi una nota. I haven't raced with a Ferrari. I needed some time with the Porsche to make sure to get up to some speed, so I can make sure that some of the changes I'm doing are worthy. Ooh, that was nice. Let's go to the replay and see what happened at the start. Actually, oh my God, look at that! Ooh, oh! Ah, that wasn't a very good start. Look at this! I'm squeezed between the cars, and then I get the slipstream of the BMW and then the slipstream of the Ferrari. The BMW didn't know I was there. Late on the brakes. The Ferrari pushes a little bit too much. Look at this, oversteer. So I get the opportunity. And in I go. Ooh. That was good. That was very opportunistic. That was opportunistic. Well, Rishabh, yeah, but it was, oh my God, it wasn't that bad. I mean, guys, honestly, I think sim racers are always a little bit too drama queens, you know. We are trying to race with 500 horsepower cars that weigh like 1.5 tons, pretty much. And accidents will happen, you know. We are racing into monitors, some people with VR, some people with triple screens. Accidents will happen. It's not always that everybody is against you, you know, and they try to beat you out or they try to do bad stuff for you. Accidents do happen. That's the thing. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna get crazy every single time about it? No, you try to learn, see how you can avoid. Sometimes luck is with you, sometimes luck it's not with you. You know, move on. Honestly, I get that some of you might be extremely unlucky, but usually every time I go online, I have from decent to very good experiences, you know. So yeah, let me kill Kilo, because honestly I think that's enough. The guy's a troll. Okay, goodbye, have fun. Ooh, my god, so hot. Yeah, I mean, there is you know, I'm glad to answer questions, but you know, he's like, he has all the questions always for him, everything for him, so that's enough. Anyway, how do I blink with left and right lights at one time? I push both the buttons. I think there is also a button to enable, you know, you can assign a button and enable them both at the same time, but I just enable left and right buttons, and then I push both of them and they switch. Yeah, there's always some idiots. I mean, you always have to keep in mind, first of all, we're not professional, and we're not professional drivers, and even in the professional races you can see strange accidents because they are as well on the limit. So accidents happen. There are idiots, yes, everywhere. Any game, everywhere. I mean, there is not a game that you will not find some idiot doing some stupid things. That's society, you know? So this is always the case. But, you know, again, if you are positive about it and careful, and you are not always, oh my god, I have to gain positions, then usually you get also good races. Ah, the Everest gamer, didn't know that. I'll have a look. Tetris is a game without idiots. Even there, you know, sometimes. Kevin, I understand what you're saying. I am only calling idiots the ones that they are doing it in purpose, you know, not the ones that they are just having, they do an error or they just got an angry moment and they lost their temper. I'm only saying for the people that they are doing it on purpose, or for the people that they are not willing to stop a little bit and learn, you know, and just keeping doing errors, the same errors, race after race, and blaming everybody else. So those are who I'm blaming as idiots. Everybody else, even some guys that they are just, you know, trying to have fun, and sometimes they're doing errors. As you said, you know, it's their way to have some fun, so it's a game. Steam, they should work pretty much on all versions, because my setups are never, you know, extreme, so they are pretty good for pretty much every version. Eric, now unfortunately there is no secret plans to bring GT1 in ACC. No, sorry, no plans about that. Yes, exactly, Rishab. It's not that's who I'm calling idiots. It's not good to have fun on expense of ruining others' fun. You know, you have to have some respect for each other, because it is a competitive game situation where if each other doesn't respect, if one doesn't respect the others, then you cannot have fun. Timeline for the hotfix, very, very soon, possibly next week, I guess. Yeah, absolutely agree, Kevin. I mean, for sure. Yeah, I think, you know, Fabio is making a very good point about it. One of the reasons we get so much frustration in sim racing is that, I mean, I get that all of us 100% are competitive, but it's not always about win. Everybody wants to win, everybody wants to overtake. You need to have, I believe, a little bit of a different perspective, because if everybody tries to win all the time, even if you are, you know, starting in P10, P5, let's say, and you instantly try to win, then the experience gets frustrating and bad for you and pretty much everybody else. So, in depth field mode, focus stays same. What are going to reach this issue? I don't exactly know what you mean, but it is better if you get to our Discord channel and ask the guys in the screenshots channel. They are very good at that. They can help you for sure. Blackter, abbiamo annunciato GT2 e le macchine GT3 del 2023. Thanks, Sabino. Hey, Nikolai, thanks, buddy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So in the tire up HUD element, do the front and rear tires mirroring each other? What do you mean by that? I don't get, for sure there's no mirroring, but I probably haven't understood exactly what you mean. I don't know what to tell you, why, Lucas. I mean, for sure somebody is going to answer, but I didn't understand exactly what you mean. Maybe if you do a little bit of a video and show people, maybe they can help you more. How many hours do I play the game per week? Oh my god, per week. I can tell you that I work like usually, when there is no deadline, 9 hours per day, when it's deadline over 10, and half of it usually is driving, or 1/3 is driving, depending on the situation. And then yeah, it's I mean, it's always work, but luckily I enjoy my work. So many questions. No, I don't think I'm gonna do another one, because it's already midnight, and I want to show you a little bit the book and chit chat a little bit with you guys. What does it mean when the tachometer vibrates in the straight in the game? Salvatore, what do you mean exactly? When you are changing gears, or when are you going in I mean, you mean in the Motec maybe? I don't know. Let me understand better and I will reply to you. Fabio, absolutely, yes. Other features on other sims. Oh yeah, of course. I like a lot the dynamic dry line, etc. that you can find in Air Factor 2. Even though I believe we have a better range simulation, but I like the fact that it is dynamic. I like the multiplayer whole thing of iRacing. You know that LFM is doing pretty well here. I like some things on their tire model, but many others not. So it's again, you know, checking small things and see how you can improve. There's always things you can improve, always. doing when it comes to technique. Yeah, check beta. We can do a stream, you know, full basic stuff. We can do that. In traction, yeah, when in traction you without changing gear. It depends if you go over some ondulations in the asphalt. If you go over ondulations, it might vibrate a little bit. It's pretty evident at the exit of Lesmo 2 at Monza, for example. So depending on the car, it can vibrate. There are plenty of ondulations there, and practically the car goes over there, and the whole drivetrain vibrates. It is correct up to a point. I also believe there is a bit of an error there because of the frequency of things that happen. You never have enough frequency in the simulator. You always need more and more and more. Miguel, I don't know. I have to try the car. I don't remember. Chris, recommendation for US-based legal. I don't, and I'm sorry about that. I know it's a problem. I really wish we could do something about this, but we need to think something about that. It's not good. Il differenziale funziona, a parte che funziona sempre, ma dipende anche se c'è abbastanza diversità di rotazione fra le due ruote, e visto che hai il traction control e visto che hai comunque tanto grip e trazione, a volte sembra che non funziona perché non serve. Ciao Cancelluca. Luis, yes, you can do that. Again, it's a compromise. Better wheeler pedals? No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. It can help, but it's not automatic, and not necessarily. It could help a little bit more with consistency instead, but yeah. Hey, the Aversa gamer, take care, mate. I drove a Gallardo. Some bad, we are working on that. LMH. Sì, mi piacerebbe, credo, ma prima devo vedere le macchine cosa fanno, capito? Cioè, è ancora un po' presto. Onestamente, boh, non lo so, sono un po' deluso sempre dal WEC. Troppo casino quelle regolamentazioni. Not right now, but I don't know in the future, Henry. Check beta. I have a how to force feedback video. Have a search on my channel, and you'll see what kind of actually actions you need to do to make sure that your force feedback is correctly did. Tom Gander, proper espresso, which is not easy to find even in Italy, unfortunately, because Italian coffee brands have made espresso coffee in the bars really bad. It's not a business of making the best coffee anymore, it's a business of franchising of the bars, so quality suffers. But you can find good coffee brewers here in Italy, and with a good machine at home and a little bit of patience, you can do proper espresso. Gallardo Miata, always Miata. It's always the answer. What I think about the Piastri situation? Not my kind of thing. I mean, usually I'm very grateful to people that help me. So, I mean, it's business, and everybody acts, surprised. But usually I don't like this kind of business behavior. We had a DLC. was the last played old some months ago, I think. Starbucks is pretty much the same everywhere. That's, you know, the power of Starbucks, that they try to have the same quality everywhere. I don't really like Starbucks because, you know, it's all it's not, I mean, I drink espresso, coffee, double with no sugar or no nothing. And if you do it properly, it becomes actually almost sweet, you know. Starbucks is, you know, putting lots and lots and lots of sugar of everything on top of it, so it's not my thing. Yeah, beata things. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, check beta, Colombian. With a little bit of Java, you know, a little bit of a mix. Gives a little bit extra crema. But you know what I'm talking about. The best coffee in the world? Oh, there is none. I mean, when you are going into some level of knowledge, you understand that there is nothing best in the world. There are many things that come together, even personal, you know, experience, and there is, I mean, everywhere, in cars, except Miata, in cars, in coffee, in everything, you know, there is nothing best in the world. It's best for you, for a specific timeline, for specific needs that you have. I do enjoy frappe, which, truth to be told, it's not amazing, but it brings memories, you know, and every once in a while I do enjoy it. Filter brews, yeah. I'm not into filter coffee, but I do know that it can become really, really good. Yeah, drink, I mean, specialty, you can call it specialty, but all I did is, you know, find a good coffee brewer here in Italy, in my city, and I go there and I pick a specific mix that I like. Actually, I pick some Colombian and some Java beans, and I then mix them together in a percentage that I like, and that's how I did. 27th is out of question. It's a no date for me. I have a, you know, get together anniversary with my wife on 27th, so no problem. No. But thank you so much for the invitation. Actually, let's stop this and. Yes, for sure I did. I would love to do that, but unfortunately 27th I cannot. How old am I? I'm 49 and a half. I'm going through this year I'm gonna be 50, which is pretty cool. I feel very well. Thank you. And I've been doing sims online from 1999 with Grand Prix Legends, and I've been doing sims from 80. When was my first ever sim, if you can say so? 86, 87, something like that. Track lizard. Thanks, buddy. Late 30s. where do I sign? With blood? Like, wait. I need to sign up for late 30s. If you give me late 30s, it's amazing for me. I hope so. Time goes by, but yeah, I feel pretty good. Java variety Indonesia. Best GT3 for handling. Again, it depends on your feel of handling. I would say the Aston, probably best handling, easiest handling. Yeah. Yeah, Tom, let's go. Best advice for up and coming individuals for midlife crisis. Get a rod, get a Miata. No, honestly, um, stay curious. As long as you can stay as curious as you can, and as long as you can stop for a moment and think about the good things, I mean, you know what, guys? Life is like suspension, goes up and down, up and down, up and down all the time. What makes life positive or negative is not so much where you are on that, graph, is when you are stopped to look at life. So when life goes up and down, if you always taking a look at the low points of life, you're always going to be negative and, oh, I'm so unhappy and I'm so unlucky and everything goes wrong and everything. If you start checking your life, even if it's not who knows what, but it's always you're always going to have some points that there are positive points. If you stop and look at your life at the positive points, then your mental situation changes. And I know that from experience because I've been through some bad times during when I was student in the university, and I was feeling bad, full depression mode. I couldn't go ahead with the university, and everybody was against me, and I was so unlucky, and I was alone because I had no friends and so on. And then I started, I changed slowly my mind, and I started looking at the positives. And incredibly enough, you get the feeling, it's not true probably, but you get the feeling that life gets better. It's all in the mindset. And I know that life can get really, really shitty sometimes, but if you force yourself to stay in the positive mindset, I'm not saying it solves everything, because it doesn't, but it helps you out. It helps you out because when opportunity appears, if you are in a positive, or at least a kind of a positive mindset, you grab the opportunity, even if it is just a little bit of opportunity. If you are in a negative mindset, then sometimes the opportunity arrives, and you just let it go, and it overtakes you, and you don't take advantage of it because you think that that is not going to work. So mindset helps a lot, and it's not something that it's easy to obtain, but it's something that you need to force yourself on. And if you cannot force yourself because you might be in bad depression, etc., by all means, guys, get help. Nowadays we live in an era that it brings depression a lot to people. It's a very difficult era, and luckily enough, it's easier and not that bad from your surroundings to ask and get help from professionals. Seek out help, find out who can help you in terms of mindset, in terms of psychology, stuff like that. And by all means, if you cannot do it alone, ask for help. It's a good thing. Never underestimate how bad depression can bring you down, and never underestimate how you cannot rebound from that. It's really difficult. So try to be positive mind, but don't expect that you will be able to do it alone. Seek help always. Luckily, we have experts that can help. Absolutely. I mean, it's easy for me to talk because I'm in a positive situation right now. I cannot complain, and even that sometimes brings you down, because in the lives of everybody there's always shit happening, and sometimes you have the best life, the best possible work, the best possible family, and yet for whatever reason that happens in your work, in your life, in whatever, you go down, you go into depression, and you cannot complain because people are going to look bad at you. So never stop from you know, trying to find out why or asking for help or trying to do things. One of the things that helps me, as I said before, is staying curious. Science, art, music, whatever, everything new, embrace it, even if it's, you know, it brings fear. I also feel uncomfortable, but get out of your comfort zone and embrace novelty, embrace, you know, curiosity. New music, new art, new science, new things, you know. Do it. It keeps you young. It keeps you active, you know. I mean, at least that's what I do. I hope it helps, but don't take it from me. I'm not an expert, you know. If you are in a situation that you need something extra, yeah, travel a lot. Travel is every time I have issues, I just get the car and go 100 kilometers up to the mountains. Even that helps. But by all means, don't get my advice. Don't get advice from friends. Don't get advice from family if you cannot, if you are in a situation that you feel uncomfortable. Get advice from an expert, a third guy. You don't know him, he's an expert. You can find it even online. It helps a lot. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You know, honestly, guys, one of the reasons I'm doing these kind of streams with you is because I feel amongst friends, and it is very important for me because when you are working from home, it has a lot of advantages, but it also keeps you out from friendships and direct contact with people and all that stuff, you know, that has the normal office work, which can be a pain in the ass, but it has also those advantages. And doing those kinds of the Discord community, doing this kind of live streams helps a lot. It's you know, it's like, you know, going out for a beer with friends. It's very good, very positive. Absolutely. So thank you guys. So fantastic. This thing is amazing. I mean, look at the cars at the photo. So the book. Let's have a look at the inside of the book here. Let's find something nice to show you. I mean, look at this wonderful 2 pages photo of at Monza, I believe, a couple of years ago, with the old McLaren, the old Godzilla. Look at that. Look at this. It's amazing. Where am I? Here, this. Like this. Amazing. Yeah, this. I mean, guys, look at this. How many pages? It's so heavy. It's so heavy. It's 448 pages. I mean, we have to thank Stefan Rattel. This guy, you know, yeah, you know, motorsport is for rich people, whatever. But he's doing an amazing job to keep racing classic, you know, where you know, of course, rich clients are going to race, but still you can go in there, have it's old style racing. It's really good. It's really good. So I don't think it's able you are able to buy it right now. It is a collector's very limited book, but it is so cool. Look at this, the initial era. Look at the Lister. Do you remember the Lister, guys? With the V12 Jaguar, I think. Look at the Lister. Where is it? No? Like that. Come on. Fantastic. Let's see. What else do we have here? No, actually, no. I'm stupid. This wasn't the Lister. That was a blue F40. What the fuck? I thought it was the Lister. It's a blue F40. Oh my god, incredible. Ha! How about that? The Mercedes. Ooh, that was a prototype practically. Let's have a look. Hey, we are also here. Actually, guys, here's the esports, right? Arena. And actually, guys, I highly recommend you to go and look the esport race of the sim racers at Spa. It was incredible. The most incredible thing was that Stefan Rattel and the whole equipe was there, okay, and was watching, and they were cheering, and they were having, you know, hands in the hair and the head, and they were impressed by all of that. And honestly, if you would tell me 5 years ago that, you know, Stefan Rattel and the whole SRO equipe would be there in a sim racing event cheering for the sim racers, I would have never believed you. And yet, here we are now. The whole thing was amazing for me, especially, and I believe for people that you know and know how the physics work. It was incredible to see the different strategy for the pit stop between the Ferraris and the Lambos, and the Lambo got out and the tires were instantly, you know, hot, and it could push for the first 5 laps, and the Ferraris had to heat up the tires after the pit stop. They were ahead, but they had to heat up the tires for 2 laps, and they were so close to lose the position. It was amazing. I really enjoyed it. It had drama, unfortunately. Camille was about to win and lost connection into a LAN situation. His PC had a small reset of the network hardware. I think that was terrible, but it was so amazing. And the best thing of all is, you know what, it really satisfies. We were talking about that with the guys at Kunos, Marco, Valerio, Davide, and all. The best thing is, so many people from sim racing, they are getting real jobs in real motorsports, and they are getting recognized for the efforts they are doing in organizing sim racing. They are getting recognized in real motorsport. They're getting real jobs, and this is something that it is extremely cool and really amazing, and so right. It's so right, because all those guys really love motorsport, right? And they never had the opportunity to get so close to motorsport, real motorsport. And through sim racing now, they have this opportunity, and I believe it is the right thing, you know, to happen. And I'm so proud of all those guys. So proud of them. Let me have a look. I mean, oh my God, look at this. This is Ligier, I think. Venturi Trophy. Look at that photo. Absolutely incredible. Look at this. I mean, what a photo, right? Incredible stuff. So let's go on. The Venturi. Nice. Also have a lot of pages for drivers that were important, champions. Let me go a little bit far. Oh my God! 94 to 96, the BPR series. Guys, look at this photo. I mean, what the fuck? Look at that. F40s in pole position, McLaren F1s behind, Porsche GT2 turbos. Oh my God. The Venturis behind, more McLarens. This is incredible. Incredible stuff. Let's see what else I can find, something, you know, extraordinary. What is that? Paris 1000 kilometers at Montlery. Montlery. The fuck is that? I've never seen that track. Look at that. What is this thing? The name of the book is 30 Years of GT Racing, Stefan Rattel and SRO Motorsports. I believe it's not in sale right now, but it might be later. These are very limited. They were there available for by invitation and so on, but it might be available later on. Let's have a look. What is this? The Corvette Callaway flying. Look at this. Oh. And after that, this is the Morgan. Do you remember the Morgan guys from the GTR2 era? The Morgan. Wow. It's available. 100 pounds. Nice, nice. Fantastic, fantastic. Guys, I'll tell you, a lot of money, but if you have the money, it's worth it. It is an amazing. Oh, wait. We have another amazing photo here. 97 to 98, the Fiat GT Championship, bringing the big guns, says. Are you ready? Look at this. I mean, incredible. Yeah, we're gonna have the 550 Ferrari for sure. Jesus, look at those cars. The yellow car, let me check. The yellow car is probably, yeah, the Lotus Elise GT1 something. Let's see if there is a photo of this. Somewhere. Actually, I'm surprised that the Lotus was so far ahead, because I didn't know that it had any success in the series. Oh my god, some cars here are amazing. Panels. The Fiat GT Championship from 2000. Oh, I've lost the page. Damn, I've lost the page. Wait. Where is it? I've lost the page. Oof. Oh my god, but I see some pages ahead of that. That is amazing. Give me a second. I need to find. Oh yes, there it is. There it is again. Hey, Strong Day. Look at this, guys. Are you ready for some? There is no replacement for displacement. 8 liters of thunder. Oh my god. V10, 8 liters of a truck engine practically. Incredible. The Vipers, yeah. So good. The effing snake. Here we are. There's Toto Wolff here. Ah, you're gonna love this. Hehe. Look at this. The Ferrari 550 Maranello. What a car. That car was screaming. V12 screaming. Ooh, fantastic. Some amazing photos. Look at this. Incredible. Look at this. Lilian Briner, I think. Briner. I don't. Might have butchered the last name. So she was GT Racing first female winner at Spa. Look at that. Let me show you. Oops, like that. Better. Yeah. With the 550. Fantastic job. Wonderful. Wonderful. Claudio Bero with the Maserati. What engine was used on previous simulator games award team? You mean Assetto Corsa? Well, it's always been our engine. Hey Ash, glad you like it, mate. Let's see what else. Look at this photo of the 550. It doesn't get any better than that. Look at this. Yeah, jumping on two wheels on the curb. That's it. That's all you need, right? Am I right, guys? Might be later on. Woo, the rise of the GT1s. I will only show you that. How about this? Amazing. The Mobile One Porsche GT1 was before that. It was. We are now 2006, 2009, but the Porsche was way before that. Here it is in 1997, 1998. Let me show you. Here it is. Oops, I've lost the page. Fuck. Anyway, who cares? We'll find it again. There you are. Yeah. Nice. Wonderful. More than wonderful. Pretty shitty to drive, I've heard, because it was so stiff and rigid from what I remember when I was getting the data for the for Assetto Corsa 1, where we did it, but yeah, effective. The Maseratis. Andrea Bertolini won everything. Carved Linger, woohoo! Yeah, this book, guys, I highly recommend it. If you can buy it, it's wonderful. There it is. This is the car that started everything for me. So practically, back in this time, I was working on my own multimedia company. Let me center it like this. Yeah. And I was trying to, get into the automotive business. I was doing interactive CD-ROMs back then, and realistic 3D renderings. And I was collaborating, doing jobs for Maserati back then. And my contact and also very good friend, Luca Giraldi, by the way, the name, some of you might remember him. He managed to get me the technical manual of the Maserati MC12. And I was like, oh my god, what is this? You know, I need to understand how it works. And this is how I started doing mods for the for GTR2. So I started modifying the physics of the Maserati and then the rest of the cars for GTR2. Then I did the vintage Power and Glory mod for GTR2, and then so on and so on. But this is the car that I got, you know, specific data about it, and I've started to get into the yes, I did mods. I did the NAP mod for GTR2. The author was secret back then because I didn't want to provoke too many flames. And the Power and Glory mod, I was the team leader and did all the physics and the graphics of the user interface for the Power and Glory mod. Power and Glory mod was quite an experience. The team behind it was incredible. Guys were incredibly passionate. One of the best teams that I've had the the honor to work with. Those guys were amazing working ethos. A little bit too passionate because we could have finished one thing in say 2 months and we needed 6 months to do the same thing. So, but quality takes time, and I think the Power Glory mode back then was one of the modesty apart, was one of the most high quality total modes for any sim out there. So it was really good. The MC12 was based on the Enzo, absolutely. Practically was an Enzo with different aerodynamics and body, but the chassis and engine and suspension were all Enzo. Suspension were a little bit different. I do have interest in bikes. Unfortunately, I'm completely ignorant about it. I know nothing. I know it's extremely complex. And one of the things that we never try to do properly bike simulator is that obviously you don't drive a bike just with a controller. You need a lot of body movements. How do you simulate body movements with a controller? It's not possible. So yeah, it's a big issue. And unfortunately, yeah, we cannot do a proper bike simulator. Any Flash? No, man, I will not be doing any iRacing setup videos because obviously I am a Kunos Simulazioni developer, so it wouldn't be nice for me to do iRacing or any other sim work. It just doesn't work like that, unfortunately or fortunately. But I believe, I mean, it's a simulator. The main how to say theory behind making setups is always the same. So I believe that if you learn the theory behind it, you could do the same job in iRacing or any other simulator, and you should be quite successful. Again, my setups are never extreme, so all my setups are about how to be confident with the car in order to push it. We're coming into the modern era here. How do I feel when people convert ACC tracks to AC as mods? Not very well. Not very well, I'll be honest. I'm also not very well when they convert any kind of tracks, cars from other sims or games to AC, and I feel especially bad when they also ask for money for rip-offs. It's really bad, I think, and actually it makes a disservice to the community. So it's not good, but you know. Ooh, haha! Look at that. The things you can find. Where is it? Like this and up and oops. Sorry. Almost there. Almost there. I got it. Look at this. for GT3. Another thunderous V8 engine. It's all the ripping is not good for all the developers. Arena, what's this? How I would design a track? What do you mean exactly? I don't. I mean, if you asking me how I would design my imaginary track, I have no idea. I've never thought about it, and you know, when you know that there are other people there that they are so much better in something, I wouldn't even touch the argument. Ah, look at this, the Porsche with the mouth. I always loved that skin. Always liked it. There will be never a power limit. I mean, especially now with electric engines, the power will multiply easily. We're gonna see 2, 3,000, 4,000. And then you get the modern era here with all the modern cars. So nice. The photos are so beautiful, and the whole. Ah, look at this. Thomas Jackermeyer. There you have it. Let me focus on this. Yeah. Hey, sport, baby. Have you bought any model cars from Spark that you like the levers I have? I would love that. Because I would need to buy so many, I've never coming to the decision to say, okay, I'm gonna start, spending. Every time it's like I should spend this amount of money, and then I'm like, nah, I will make it tires or brakes or ring laps, or I don't know, go and eat outside with the family or something like that. So every time it's like I'm almost there to do it because I love them, and then I don't decide it. Renault 4. Chris Needle, Alexander West. It's very nice because they also have the drivers, that they're the clients here. Why you should have a Renault 4 when you can have a Citroën Decevaux? Oh, eSport zero drivers are yeah, they're free to choose as far as I know. I'm not sure, to be honest. Nice. Well, first car memories are always great, so I apologize. 3 gears. Wild stick, yeah. Oh, it's always fun. I mean, it's the character of the cars, I think I've met him once at Vallelunga, but unfortunately I don't remember much about it. For sure I know Marco has met him and know him. Yeah, so this is it mainly. You also have a very nice 10 pages for all the people that work at SRO. Where is Anthony? That's strange. Everybody's here except Anthony, who is organizing everything. Strange. Anyway, so that's the book. Highly, highly, highly recommended. Extremely well made. Amazing quality in the pages, in the photos, in the paper, if you like that sort of thing. Very, very good. Very, very good. I sound like an ad, but I think it's worth it. Check beta. Yeah, do that. Let me know about it. Post it in the Discord, maybe. Sad that there is no sound in the book. That, my friend, is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. But you can always go and attend a race. Usually, for normal races, the paddock weekend ticket is around, from depending on the country, from 50 to 40 euros for the whole weekend, and you can go there and see everything. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Mariana just did 2 races. I don't think I'm going to do another one because it's 1 o'clock in the morning here. So, but Monday is holiday here. So I believe I'm going to do some races during the day, if you would like that. Let me know if you would like some races during Monday, during the whole day of Monday. And I don't know, maybe in the weekend we can do something. I won't promise anything, because every time I promise and then I'm not able to do it. But yeah. What is my favorite thing about attending the Spa 24 Hours race in person? Because I have attended at least 3 or 4 of them, I would say the possibility to meet with many engineers, drivers, and so on, as usual, and a lot of sim racers, and the parade. I love the parade. It's really cool, and sometimes during the night it's very nice, and that's it mainly. But usually I love, when you're going to the races, it's never about the race, because let's be honest, you are going to be able to watch a race much better in YouTube or in television. Okay, that's a fact. It's much more easier to, and much better to watch a race on television. But the sounds, the people you meet, and so on, this is much better if you attend the race. Also to look at the cars, to look at the people working. That's better. Mavaki, if I'm going to be at Monza 11 September. No, unfortunately not, because I will be at Nurburgring with the Miata, hopefully. Goodbye. Good night, Channel 11. Salvatore, no worries, mate. Glad you liked it. Hockenheim in September. When is it? I don't remember. Nick Mason's Into the Red is a fantastic book, and the CD is amazing. We got some of the sound samples for the Ferrari 250 GTO for Power and Glory from that book. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Actually, it was Manos, my friend Manos Vijos, that gave me the CD from that book to get the samples for the Ferrari GTO. Chris, yes, it was amazing, yeah. Why not Nürburgring with the Tesla? The Tesla is not a car for the track. It's a car that I bought specifically for the needs of the family and for the needs of my wife, that she has to do from 50 to 100 kilometers every day visiting patients because she's a medical doctor. And and because she also sometimes has to go out in the night, I always want her to have the best possible safe car and best reliable in terms of mechanics car. And also, of course, the consumption is important. And because we had some very good incentives in the price in Italy a year ago, it was either I had to bought it that point or never. It was either do it or break it, And I've managed to put all the things together, and I had the opportunity to take it by selling the other car and get the incentives and everything combined into the perfect situation. And I have to tell you guys, it is the best Gran Turismo trip family car I ever had. It is amazing, and I'm very glad that my wife is driving it every day. It's extremely safe car, so it is perfect. And the fact that it also has more than 400 horsepower, it's not a bad thing, but certainly it's not a track car. Also, I have the experience now, and I am, yes, Model 3 long range, Cosimo. I have the experience now, and I'm over the power. I don't mind the power so much. I'm all about the sensations. If I want to do proper driving, I'm all about the sensations. The Miata is a car that I can push over the limit, and I know that I am the one driving it over the limit and not the car driving me on my limit. And I can push it up to the point that I can break it, and I am not afraid to break it because I can fix it again with a low amount of money. So the Miata is perfect for the kind of sensations that I'm seeking from a car. It's really an amazing school car to learn to drive properly. An old school rear wheel drive car, no traction control and stuff like that. If you tune it in the correct amount, and I'm not talking about the engine but everything else, it feels a very alive car, and it makes you get better as a driver. And I'm now to a point that I can say that I can push it to a very high level. So yeah, I like this kind of thing. My first racing game that I loved was, how was the name? GP Racing or something like that, on the Amstrad CPC 464. That was my first. I would play this game for years, and then I got the GP at the Amiga, and I love it. The Grand Prix from Microprose on Amiga. No, actually, when you're driving the Tesla, you don't miss the engine sound. It's a completely different experience. Kevin. Kevin, thank you, mate. Thank you so much. Maybe we're gonna do another one. Yes, John, I agree. You can get bored with power, but most importantly, modern cars are so capable that you can never find the limit on normal streets, on a mountain road, even if it's empty, and they get boring really soon, really fast. So yeah. Tortellini, next time you need to go from Spa to the Nurburgring. It's only about less than an hour drive. It's like 40 minutes. And there you don't even have to do the actual track. The roads around the Eiffel area of the Nurburgring are, guys, they are incredible. You don't have to push, you just enjoy driving. They are amazing. I highly recommend you to never do the Nordschleife without training or without previous track day experience, because it is a very dangerous track. But you can go to the Nurburgring. You can feel the car culture over there for all the enthusiasts that they go to the Nürburgring is amazing. You only have to visit the parking lot. It's wonderful. And then go and drive around. It is wonderful. You're gonna love it, guys. Do yourself a favor. Go to the Nürburgring. Don't get psyched and crazy about doing laps inside the track. Go around and just drive for the heck of it. Wonderful. Ciao, Flicker Dogs. They do open the Nürburgring GP track as well, I believe, every first week of the month on Tuesdays, I think. Usually. I might be wrong, but I think they open it, the Nürburgring GP, every first Tuesday of the month. Yeah, all that stuff. I mean, Jeremy Clarkson, Chris Harris, all those people that, they are bored because they have drove everything, and if it's not enough power, it's not interesting anymore. But it's not for me. I mean, I've driven some incredibly powerful cars with, I think my maximum was north of 800 horsepower. But yeah, fantastic, amazing. I loved it. Woohoo! More bees, more. But for every day car that I can just, say, get out there, have some fun, get back to your home, and be relaxed. A small, low-powered, extremely neutral handling car is all you need. And hopefully, this is something that you cannot find easily nowadays, with a short gear ratio so that you can keep on changing gears all the time. This is what you need. It's in Thunderstorm, it's quite fun, yeah, in a strange kind of way. No, I mean, John Smith, I mean, yes, of course, but of course there are people that are extremely capable, that they can go very fast with very fast cars, with very powerful cars. But again, you can do it nowadays only on track. You cannot have a nice, mountain road drive on this kind of tracks. I mean, one of the most amazing cars I've drove on the track was the 991.2 GT3 Porsche. You get it on normal mountain roads, and I won't say it's boring, but it takes time to heat up everything, and it's dangerous everywhere because you really have to push it if you want the car to move around, right? If you don't want to, if you're not capable to push the car to move around and have fun, then of course you're going to be amazed. Oh my God, this is so fast, so efficient, and so on. But it's not for someone that knows how to push, a car. It's not fun anymore on street road. You need to take it to a track. You cannot go to a track every time. So yeah. What level of kind of trying? I mean, to give you an idea, I mean, the Miata, everybody says, oh, it's so slow. Yes, it is slow in the straight, but in the corners, it is extremely fast, extremely fast. It can still make some incredible and crazy lateral Z numbers, but it's not that makes the difference. It's how it moves around during the corner. It's not a car that is efficient, that you put it into the corner, it makes a ton of lateral Z and stays there. No, you have to make it do it. You have to force it. You have to abuse it in a way to make the corner, and then it gives you back an incredible sensation of, man and machine working together. There are other. I mean, I did a lap on the Renault Clio Aris that you saw before on the screenshot, and with a yellow flag and another yellow flag that actually stopped us into the track. I did like this 8 minutes and 45 on the Nurburgring. Incredible car, so small and yet so fast. You know, I dream of a lap so fast in the Miata. I'm struggling to make the car do under 9 minutes. You know, which is already very fast. But the sensation with the Miata is like, oh my God, I'm trying for dear life with the Miata. And the sensation on the Renault was, yes, I've managed to, make the car move a little bit around. So, ooh, hooray! And that was it. And like that, we've managed to do easy under 9, and without all the rest, we could do it even much better than that. So. You can go with your Punto. I mean, you'll be amazed of what kind of cars are lapping the Nurburgring. But I highly recommend to have some track day experience before that. John Smith, I'm too fast. It is, of course, because the wheelbase is so short. It is because of the handling. It is because somehow, probably by luck, they got some magic between the chassis vibrations and flex and the rest of the suspension. You know, sometimes magic happens, as they say. Hello there. McCormack. Oh my God! Yeah, you saw that I was driving the Mercedes, man. I think you're the alien, right? Yeah. So we're taking care of that. But the car you saw, it wasn't obviously, because it was public. It wasn't fixed yet. Yeah, karting is also very nice. Yeah, you need to have some track day experience first, and then you need to follow some good, uh, you know, netiquette at the Nurburgring. It's easier if you do some training with some of the trainers up there. There's a lot of them. They can really help you. Yeah, I can tell you there that well, first of all, the pit lane limiter is going to be fixed and not vibrating, so that will help you a little bit. But obviously, it's not that that's going to make a lot of difference for you. A little bit maybe, but most importantly, I'm trying to make the car to work even at lower ride height, so that will give you more consistent downforce and also lower maybe the center of gravity by 5 millimeters or something like that, which will help with both grip and tire wear. So I guess that will give you an extra boost. And if it's not enough, we'll think something extra. At least from the latest data that I can see how they are making the car, and some of the secrets that the Pirelli guys told me about the Mercedes. ST is a very good car. The Fiesta ST is very good. Very good, very good. Much more lively than the Clio RS that I drove. Uh, Again, I highly recommend. You can go there just for the experience and not do any laps. Also, the karting inside the boulevard, the ring is very low cost for kart, so you can do some karting there. It's very good. I think it's like 12 euros the 10 15 minutes something like that, and it's very enjoyable. Extra boost in the Bentley. Come on, Bjorn. Come on, guys. The Bentley. I had um, to slow down a bit the Bentley on some D tracks like Misano and Zandvoort. I think it was way too fast. The rolls are so vulgar. The Merc Zabzi. Should be. We'll see. We'll see after the release of the hotfix. The Aston Martin has already got a little bit of boost and will get a tiny little bit of extra boost. I believe that it lags a little bit, but it's uh, much faster now than before, and it's closer to the top car. So we probably gonna make it a little bit closer, so it would be able to handle the competition on some of the cars. But then again, people have to use cars, because otherwise, if you don't use the car and you just use one car, it gets all the experience, it gets all the setups, and the gap that might have it also become wider. Ibiza, my daily driver, actually I don't daily drive because I'm always at home. I work from home, but my personal car is a Miata NB FL 1.6 with a little bit of tunes here and there. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, Tortellini, you are correct on that. Um, that's a little bit of an issue with people, sim racers. They watch a video of an influencer or a YouTube streamer, whatever. He might complain rightfully or wrongly about something. Everybody, believes it. A car becomes OP. It might be equal or just a bit more than some others, or it might have a specific advantage, like the Audi now that has a very good acceleration, right? And then everybody uses it, and because it is getting used so much, the gap becomes artificially bigger, but it's not true, you know. And then you get another car that comes above it, as it was before with the M4, and again. So it's gonna be always like that. But if you see and watch the SRO races, you'll see that the gap between the cars, it's really very close on those levels, people just get way too much influenced by whatever opinion, and then it happens whatever it happens. The widget in the mechanical grip is showing vertical displacement, unlike what we have in Motec, right? I'm not sure I understand that. A personal boost? Yes. The Honda is a difficult car, for sure. It's very capable, I believe. On the right hands, it can win pretty much everywhere now, but it's difficult. Yeah, the Honda is very fast, very fast. I believe it's up there with the M4 and the Audi. Another car that is very fast, maybe not on all tracks, but very fast right now. It is the Lambo, which people do not use it because they believe that it's still so slow. But it has become very, very fast right now. It can win. Mercedes is almost there, but misses 2/10 of a second, I believe, depending on the track. Honda is maybe a little bit more difficult than Porsche sometimes. Yeah. tire wear holds back the Lambo a bit as well, yeah, because they are very heavy cars, as well as the Mercedes. The Mercedes is very heavy from the BOP. It has a lot of ballast. It's one of the heaviest cars, together with the Lambo, in pretty much every track. So yeah, it's very hard. No, 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 no. I'm from Greece, Athens. M6 power, yeah. Uh, EE says, did you see the Audi lane start versus Ferrari lane start on LFM on Barca? First of all, each car has its own advantages and disadvantages, and we all know that the Ferrari doesn't have as powerful engine as other cars. So the Ferrari would lose even if you put it against the Audi or the M4 or the Mercedes or the Lambo. The engine is not so fast, but it's faster inside the turns, and it doesn't wear the tires so much. So if you take one thing off the car, you cannot make all the cars exactly the same. Each car has its own character. That's one thing. The other thing is, did the guys on the Ferrari used all the tricks that you can use with a turbo car? So for example, did they put down the accelerator and manage the speed with the brake in order to keep the turbo boost pressure high? If not, then when you go over the accelerator, you're going to have a tiny bit of turbo lag, and in the meantime, the Audi, with instant reaction from the natural aspirated engine, it's going to overtake you. So there are many things. Now, it's easy for an influencer to make, the video, come out and do a clickbait video and, scream on the scandal. I'm not saying that the Audi isn't a little bit too powerful, but I'm saying that it's not exactly as it is, So it's a little bit of in the middle. The truth is, as usual, in the middle. Take care, Bjorn, mate. Thanks for coming. The Ferrari has a great engine, but the top power is down due to BOP because it's so efficient in the aerodynamics and the low gravity and so on. Cartman, να είστε καλά. T300 είναι ένα καλό τιμόνι. I mean, again, I would say complaints are correct. It's just that it's not that big of an issue. Yeah, it's normal that che il fondo tocchi. Dipende ovviamente dal setup, ma è abbastanza normale. Ask Geert, mate. Ask David Perel to tell you how much he suffers trying to overtake anything in the Ferrari. It's amazing. You can stay behind the cars also without so many issues as other cars, so it keeps the downforce. That's why you can see always Ferrari following so close the other cars, and then they go out and they cannot overtake. It is what it is. Kevin, I haven't yet got any data, so I'm excited, but I have no idea yet. One KO. If you listen to what we said, don't just close your ears and keep on repeating the things that they are on your mind. Think about what we said. It might give you a different perspective, The 2019 Audi is usable, but it remains a difficult to handle car and not that much power. The Evo 2 Audi is better by any consideration. make Ferrari OP. And yet Tonizza and Camille are winning everywhere. So it is pretty much a very fast car. You need to take advantage of it, but yeah, Zabzi, yeah, pretty much. They are not exaggerated. Here's the situation. So Tortellini says it seems that all the car's strengths and weaknesses are correct, but they seems that the times are exaggerated. Most of the times are exaggerated. Why could that be? That's the problem. They are not exaggerated. It's sim racers that they are exaggerated. You take those cars, you put them in the real, tracks, and you get the first 20 cars in 2 or 3 seconds of a gap, right? 2 or 3 seconds of a gap in the grid. You get the sim racers, you put them with the same cars on the same track on the sim, and you get up to 20 or 30 cars in the same second, or even less, in the same second. If you look at the lap times on both race and the qualifying of the first 6-7 cars, they are all in less than half a second, okay? Less than half a second. So actually they are not exaggerated, they are less. But the problem is that sim racers are pushing, aliens are pushing the limits so much that even a tenth of a difference for them is an exaggeration, right? They're really pushing the limits because they're doing so many laps, they have so many practices and so on. They pushing the lap times, they're pushing the setups, they're pushing the track limits, they're pushing everything to the very possible limit, you know. So even half a tenth of a gap is extremely big for them. That's the exaggeration. So as you can see, it's a mental thing more than reality. But that is something that we cannot deal with. You know, we are even closer than real life lap times, and yet here we are talking about how broken the game is. You know. EE again, the Porsche. As I said, actually 4 or 5 times into this single stream, you get the data of a car when the car is released, and then you see through the races how they change the car. And obviously they managed to develop the car, they managed to find more speed, they managed to do different things. So we try to keep track, but it's not easy. Tortellini, did you saw the race where you have practically, participated on the SRO? You didn't overtake each other in the middle of the straight either. So, Christopher, how you doing, mate? All good? Hope you're doing great. Yeah, Zabzi, something like that. It's like it's right now it loses about 1.3, 1.4 kilometers during the whole acceleration from 4th gear to 5th gear, something like that. From mid revs up to the limiter. We need more angry Merc managers, oh my god, yes. Which is a shame because the other Merc people are extremely helpful and good guys, and very very fun to talk with. We are almost 30, Miguel, now. We'll see. I mean, I don't believe that we will solve everything. You know, no. Slipstream, if not, it's probably a bit too much right now. So, but then again, no, because when you see the speeds, they're still correct. So except that, you know, we are missing 10 kilometers per hour on some tracks because of the rolling resistance, but we'll fix that later on, not now. Also, no, you don't have more slipstream. The slipstream is the same. Also, don't forget another thing, guys. Um, sim racers, aliens in particular. Yeah, I think some cars will reach close to 285, 87, something like that. 290, you shouldn't believe all the speeds that you see because they are either with some wind that it doesn't show, and we have data for that, or it is from slipstream in the race. So the top speed that you see usually it's with a little bit of slipstream. So, but you also need to think about it. Um, some cars and sim racers push the limits of the setups, and usually they use much more downforce in the cars than the real cars. So that's why we are also a bit slower in the straights, except the issues we have with rolling resistance. So the Merc cannot do much more. If you see in 2021, the Merc at Port Ricard was doing pretty much 278 kilometers because the BOP practically destroys the engine after 7,000 RPM, as with the Bentley as well. So lay data to a procession. I didn't understand that. Exactly. Check beta σκεπαστή γεμιστά. Σκεπαστή, I'm not sure which one is it, because sometimes they mean another dish that I know with another name can happen. So I don't know. Yemsta is good. I don't go extremely crazy about it, but you might like it. I mean, it's good. I eat it gladly, but it's not like, oh my god, you know, I really need to eat Yemista. No, 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 hello. You need to change gear earlier. Yeah, Eric, you know, they are all nitpicking. You see, that's the thing, you know. We have a gap of 1-2 kilometers sometimes, and people are nitpicking. The wings, the number of the wings are not the same in terms of data. So wing 2 has nothing to do with wing 2 for another car. It's completely different. It's just clicks, you know. It might be different angle, it might be different values, the whole, you know, aerial thing. It's completely different, so it makes no sense to compare between different cars. The 7/10 difference is from the rolling resistance usually. Yeah, the it changes per track, per car, and per year. So it keeps on changing. And in the meantime, the cars are also changing and having developments, evolutions, and stuff like that, which we don't always know. Yeah, try to switch gears, Halo, when you see the LEDs flashing. Eric. Flicker Dogs, welcome back. Yes, I have one kid. One kid. He's a man now. He's 18 years old. Akile, he's been racing lately, so you might find him sometimes. Mark about Silverstone Kyalami. We'll have a look at that. Hey, BRT Cobra. Ibiza, I don't have so much issues with the best drivers out there that they complain because, top competitiveness and everything. What I really struggle to convince people is all the rest of us, the 99%. There are so many people out there that get the Audi and you have the grids full of Audi because they think that it is the OP car. And you see them every time because the Audi is a harder car to push, and they see them every time. They might get one position at the start, and then after a couple of laps, they do a mistake, they go out, and they lose 4 positions. Get a car that you're confident with, get a car that you like, enjoy it, because 99% of us, it's not going to win. Only one guy is going to win. Only 3 guys are going to get the podium, right? The rest of us, if you are like P5, P10, P15, I guarantee you that if you choose a car that you are more confident with and you like it more, you're gonna end up one more position. So if you normally, arrive at P10 with the Audi, if you don't get the Audi and you get another car that you like more or you are more confident with, you're gonna end up P9. I guarantee you that after a couple of races. It makes no sense. And yet, everybody, you see grids and grids all with the Audi because it is the fastest for a while. Why didn't won on the SRO Sports? So, yeah. It is what it is. It's a little bit of a pity. But, whatever people enjoy. Yeah, it's correlated to the sim Flicker Dogs, but it's still doing, downforce. Yeah, always. I mean, don't think, oh, I'm going negative, it's gonna produce lift. No. They always produce a lot. Even at the minimum value, those cars produce a lot of downforce. Fabio, well, first of all, Fabio, let alone the false modesty, I know you're fast, you're very fast, but obviously among all the people that get the Audi, there will be many of them that they simply like it, which is fair and fine. I'm talking about all the rest that, it's DOP, all the guys that, they were driving the M4 before, which is much easier much easier car to handle, let's face it. So they were driving the M4. As soon as they learned that the Audi was faster or whatever, they switched to the Audi. Before that, we had people driving the Porsche before the M4 because they saw Tortellini, winning, and they were driving the Porsche and they weren't capable to do 2 laps together. So, yeah, we are professional streamers. We got nude bots. No, I haven't looked the M6 at India. I'm gonna have a look at it. M4 gets the new homologation of the gearbox that we didn't have on the initial data. Nissan is also very good on some tracks. I don't know, Henrik. But the McLaren is still one of the fastest car. If you can push it properly, it's very, very fast. Very, very fast. It's gonna get it totally. You're gonna get, I believe, 3-4 kilometers per hour extra, and the rear wing produces the drag a little bit different. So Rex guy. The Porsche is very fast. Yeah, it needs a little bit of top speed for sure. I don't know, Salvatore. I don't know. I know that it will be working for sure this year, next year, but after that, I mean, we also don't have long-term plans. It depends how it's going. I think the downforce will be the same, but the straight line might be a little bit fast. We're talking small changes, but you know, it depends. I mean, I believe Tortellini will get, of course, advantage of it. The other guys, normal people like me, probably not. And then again, if you think about it, the top car from I mean, I don't know, the M4, the Audi, from the Porsche is like 2/10 of a second. If you get it on right to the limit, all right. So we're gonna lose maybe 3/10 of a second. You're gonna lose a tenth or thereabouts of the Audi, and we're gonna gain a tenth of the Porsche, and they will get close. But you know, only guys like Tortellini is going to understand that yes, this car now is faster. I don't know. About what? Licensing stuff? For what? Holy fuck. Oh yeah, every title you need to get the licenses from start. Every title you do, you need to pay extra and do new contracts and everything. So it's always like that. Yes, Ritz. We talk about Gaming Marshall is so fun. It's in real life Gaming Marshall. It's one of the best guys, and it always has time to talk and to drink beers. And honestly, it's the third time I think I meet him in real life, and every single time it gets even better. This time was fantastic. We had time to get some beers on the arena, and then we got another beer on the Fanate Hospitality. We had a lot of serious discussions, but with a lot of fun, and it was so good, so good. And it's, I mean, at some point you arrive at a point that you disagree on some things, but we've managed to both of us understand what each other is talking about, which is a good thing. And it is very important because he understands why he doesn't like some things, and I understand why he doesn't like them, and he understands why I do some things and like some things, and why also need to continue keep on doing the things in a certain way. No Gerson Mania. There's no plans for that. Marble, we have to pay for everything. A lot of money. There is no brand out there that will be, yes, please do our car. No, no, no. Oh my God, I wish that was true. Yeah, you have to pay all the licenses every time. A lot of money. This is one of the biggest costs that you guys are paying when you're buying games or DLCs or whatever, and not only in Sims but pretty much everywhere. SRO deal with that? No, you pay a license fee at SRO to make the game for the series. Then you pay a license fee for every single track, and then you pay a license fee for every single car of every single manufacturer. That's how it is. Ci sono dei brand non puntigliosi, ma proprio ti fanno sputare sangue, altro che. Ma non solo sulle licenze, anche su cosa devi mostrare, come lo devi mostrare, perché lo devi mostrare, quando lo devi mostrare. C'è da impazzire. È uno dei motivi per i quali non parliamo di contenuti nuovi finché non ci sono tutte le firme, sono tutti d'accordo e stiamo a poco prima di uscire. Chance of GT4 BOP rebalance? Yes, I would love to do that. Zabzi, if you have the patience to go and check the mid of the stream, I'm talking about that. It's very expensive, Antonin. Thank you so much, Patrick. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's listening, reading people that really love what we do. It's always very. I won't deny it. It's one of the best feelings. Kuno Simsa agreement. I like Imsa. Ma non è chiusa con nessuno, Salvatore, con nessuno, dobbiamo ancora contattare tutti. Ovviamente con gli altri abbiamo esperienza e abbiamo già licenze di altre auto, perciò è più facile. Con Maserati è nuova la macchina, perciò dovranno fare tutto da zero. No, Jeremy, no. I mean, it's priorities and time. And honestly, you need to spend quite a bit of time to do a virtual safety car for practically no use. I know how you think about it, but when bigger accidents happen, they happen already before you are able to deploy the virtual safety car. And then you have to completely take it off right away because obviously it's not real race. So if you have a problem, the client just press ESC and goes to teletransported to the pit. So no, Tortellini. It's just we got the data and then they homologated a different gearbox and we didn't know, and so simply we got the new gearbox now and we're gonna implement it. We always try to implement as many new data we have every time. It's what you do for Sims. Yeah, Ibiza, of course. I'm a Kunos employee. The ACC engine can handle everything. There's no issue. It's a big evolution from the AC1 engine, which, as you know, could also handle pretty much everything back in time. So there are no problems to handle pretty much any car. And if something is new, we just implement it. Potrebbero alzare. Può capitare, Salvatore, sì. Purtroppo. There are Voodoo Child. There are some championships that I actually do virtual safety car. Um, stewards simply call it, and everybody goes down to first gear and put the pit limiter, and it works. So you obviously you're gonna say it's a workaround, yeah, but you know, the end. It's always the same thing. We're talking about um, a future that it's going to be used by 2%, 5% of the people, and it will need like 1 or 2 months of development and testing. Too much time for too little people, unfortunately. No, Filippo è molto, molto pericoloso così, non ha senso. No worries, Ibiza, you can do any question. Alzare anche noi. Vedremo, se vedi che il DLC costa, hai capito. It's always easy, from the outside to say it won't take 2 months. There are plenty of things you need to take care, and plenty of scenarios that you haven't thought initially. It's always very easy. No, unfortunately, no. That's not a possibility, Matthew. Yes, we will have too long didn't watch of this live, because especially because at initially we spent like 40 minutes doing nothing because the sound wasn't working. No, I didn't got any new data from them. They do seem to shift a little bit earlier, not so much, but a little bit earlier. So we'll see. Do I think Kuno should have implemented the LFM? What LFM have done? Here's the situation. It's always very tricky when you are doing the sim. Why is that? When you are doing something officially, you need to take care properly, and you need to take care for all the people every time. As good as LFM is, it doesn't give. You don't have all of our clients using it. Okay, it's a very small percentage because we're talking for some thousands of people, but we're not talking about millions, right? When you do it as a developer officially, you need to do it for everybody. You need to be able and ready to do it for everybody, which means 1 million of people, if it's possible. It won't happen, but you need to be, or at least scalable from 100,000 and upwards. And then at some point, that first of all, initially you are not sure if it's going to be a success or not. So you need to do small steps. Again, we are a small company. So you don't know initially how many years you're going to support the game, and then after you stop supporting the game, what happens? Okay. So if we stop supporting the game, people should be able to keep on, playing. If we do something like LFM or iRacing, for example, then we need to keep on paying for the people to play online, even if we are not supporting the game. So, for example, to give you an idea, Assetto Corsa 1, we're still paying all the manufacturers' licenses and money every year in order to have the game being sold in in Steam. That's how it works. So you need to take those things into account, which are a lot of costs that you have to have every month, and you need to understand what is happening. That is why some things, and that's why we are able to give you some things in low price in comparison to competitors, and why we don't give you at all other things. And luckily, the community is able to implement. So it's not so easy to say, from a business point of view, why didn't you do it if the modders do it? If the modders do it and have some issues, everybody will be like, well, congrats, you are trying, thank you so much for all the job you do. And that's the correct thing that people should do about it. But if a official team is trying to do something and is doing it badly, as we did initially with the multiplayer, for example, as Salvatore said, then everybody is like, review bombing. Everybody was review bombing Assetto Corsa initially at 40% of Steam reviews because we fucked up. So for a small company, you really need to be very careful on what to do, and you really need to be very careful when to say no on features. It's not so easy as it seems. It's easy for people, to see some modder doing something or some community doing something fantastic and say, oh, why did you do that as well? But the scale of economies is not the same. The costs are not the same, and the reaction of the community is not the same as well. So it's not easy. The AC still sells very good after 5 years. That's why it's still available, actually. First of all, we have no intentions to kill iRacing. Second of all, it's not easy to kill iRacing, and in order to do it, you need to spend a lot of money if you can be successful on that, which is not a given, right? Because they do that for decades, and they are very good at what they do. It's not just a competitor that you can easily beat. It's the best in what they do. So in order to be competitive with that, you need to have money and do something which probably is going to be, you're going to lose money initially in order first to convince people to come to your system. Because how are you going to convince all the guys that are racing that have already spent hundreds of euros or thousands of euros in all those years, and they have their own career already, they have their own life inside that system? How can you compete with that? You have to put something. Let's say that we've managed to put something that it is comparable, which again it's very difficult, okay? In futures, you have to ask a smaller price, which means you're gonna lose money initially, because you're gonna ask a smaller price to be competitive, and you're not gonna have all those people coming. You're gonna have less people initially, so you are going to lose money for at least some years. There are people out there that much better than me in business plans, so it's not so easy, to go something against that. We are good on doing our own business plan. They are very good on doing their own business plan. I'm not saying that in the future this might not change, but team that wins, you don't change it as easily, because otherwise they could have been doing our own plan as well. iRacing is extremely successful, but surely enough they are not selling millions of copies as we do in both consoles and PC. But they are successful because they managed to get subscription for the smaller amount of people that they are selling. Two completely different strategies which work very, very well for both the development teams, and each one sticks to its guns, as they say. Gerson, you don't need to learn Italian. I mean, in Kunos we talk English because we do have a lot of international developers. The car speed limiters are different because you need a little bit of a percentage of lower speed limiters in order to not go over the speed limit at Spa, which is downhill. It's not an easy thing to do, and it works in a percentage, and that also has to do with how long is the first gear on the cars. Some cars have very short first gear, some cars have sorry some cars have very long first gear, and the rev power and torque on the RPM that you get the limiter is also very different, and that gives you a little bit of differences between cars. Some cars are doing 49.5 or 6, some cars are doing 49.4, and some cars are doing 49.8. There are those differences, unfortunately. It's not too big of a deal, but at Spa that you have such a big pit lane, it becomes a little bit of an issue. I hope maybe in the future to be able to improve on that. Yeah. No, the brakes, I don't think they engage. Or maybe yes, a little bit, yeah. I don't remember anymore how we implemented it. It's a long time ago, and I'm honest that we haven't touched it since then, so I don't remember exactly what's going on. No, Salvatore, non stiamo sviluppando tutorial ufficiali per queste cose. Forse in futuro, vedremo. Esatto, sì. No, non è possibile trovare questi grafici. Cioè, sono sicuro che qualcuno riuscirà a farli tipo dalla telemetria, però ufficialmente no. Oops. I've managed to switch off my monitor. Yeah. It does brakes when you put the limiter, but it's faster if you brake yourself. Tiago, as we said through the whole, um, through the whole live stream today for many times, it's not as glaring issue as everybody says, and it's not that much time. Some things take time. Some things you have other priorities that you need to work on, and sometimes things happen behind the scenes that you cannot have the time to fix it. But you can still believe that it's a glaring issue that ruined the game, broken game. Philip, the cars do not experience severe tire wear. Some cars might experience more tire wear than others. That depends on the BOP again, because if you have a car that weighs, for example, 1,420 kilos, like the Audi or Nurburgring on some circuits, and at the same circuits you have, I don't know, the Lambo or the Ferrari weight 1,380 kilos. Those are 45 kilos of difference. Together with the center of gravity difference, can create quite a bit of a different tire wear. It is what it is. The GT4 tires, the feedback I got is pretty good from the sim racers. I like them. There's still things that I can improve for the GT3 tires, but I'm also waiting some data for the DHF tires that they're using now from Pirelli. They told me that they will give me some extra things, so looking forward to that and to implement the new things. Grand Plank, we actually added the M2. We hope the people are going to use it, but unfortunately people just use GT3s all the time. Yeah, some teams use way too low pressures and way too much camber, and that's what happens. Yeah, M2 is fantastic, and the GT4 cars are also fantastic. Kiki, we've been talking about the whole live stream about that. Mhm. I guess so. I finished the water. I don't have any more water. I we have the incredible luck that the guys at top of the Pirelli are very nice people to talk with, and have no real issues to share data with us. I guess because being a single compound series, there's no competitiveness between other manufacturers, so they are glad to share at least the basic data with us, and even some extra stuff. I have nothing but good words to share for the Pirelli guys. Fantastic people. Matteo Braga, amazing. Flicker dogs, I would love to implement that. Too much camber, but we're not there yet. This is something that I would like to implement and work on a bit. Uh, eh, who knows? Maybe in the future. I hope to be able to. I mean, every time I would love to push the tire model even farther forward. It's never enough. Never enough. you know, slower cars with less downforce, actually, to go fast, you really need to work even harder. You know, incredibly enough, sim racers that obviously do not have the fear of dying, you know, it's much easier for them to go into a GT3 cars. In reality, it's much harder because you need to go faster inside the turns than what you would think is possible. GT4s don't have this kind of difficult downforce, and in order to go really fast you need to work much harder with pedals and steering wheels, and that makes people suffer, you know, competitiveness, makes people having issues, and so on and so on. It's late. What time is it? Oh, it's 2 o'clock. Guys, what are we doing here? It's 2 o'clock, guys. Alright, guys, I think it's time to call it a night. Yeah, I would love to stay here and chat with you all night, but I need to get some sleep as well. Rain engine maps. To buff them. What do you mean? Why buff them? Why buff the rain engine maps? They are slower. Ah, you mean the dry maps are always more advantageous? Yeah, that's a little bit of an issue, probably. Yeah, I have an idea why. Yeah. Hey, thanks, Anton in May. Thank you so much. Certainly, we'll tell people at Kunos and my colleagues. Because the catnip, they don't have the GT4 cars do not have fast bump and fast rebound because the regulations do not permit for that, or they don't have them homologated. They just, you know, have normal bump and rebound. That's all. It is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, certainly TC better than Echo maps. Yeah, that's unfortunately the issue. Alright, guys. 2 o'clock in the morning and 30 minutes. I guess you had enough, and I guess it's enough for me as well. Thank you so much for joining, guys. As usual, fantastic live stream today. Thank you for your patience at the start of the stream. I will try to cut it as soon as possible so that people do not have to watch the whole thing from the start. And see you in the weekend and on Monday. Okay? So yeah, we're gonna have some fun and have some extra races. Yes, Tortellini, we agree. Yeah, we always agree. Don't be stupid. Come on, man. We always agree on the core of the discussions. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Take care. Have a good night. Have a great weekend. See you on the next stream. Good night. Oh man, Tortellini is so annoying. I can't handle it anymore. Oof. Bah, enough. Go for the gap. Do something. I hate you. See you next time. Goodbye. Much love.